I'm Chris Berkman, and here today I have Pearl Clarkin with me. So excited to have you here on the show.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So I was hearing that you were just at the beach, and that is my favorite place. What beach were you at?
I was at Pensacola Beach, my hometown, for a songwriters festival, which was so much fun.
So Songwriters Festival. What I hear about that all the time. So what is that? Just a bunch of songwriters getting together, writing songs, or I know that sounds crazy, but
It's just a bunch of songwriters getting together on the beach, having a good time, and playing for the locals on the beach and the tourists, and showing the beach what songwriting is all about. And I got to do that. It was so much fun to play for my hometown crowd.
Yeah. Were there any names? There any names we would know of, or?
Well, if you were into the songwriting world, there was some big names. There was a lot of really big songwriters there, and I was really happy to be able to be part of it and to be in the mix with those people.
Great. I think in a room surrounded by all those successful people, it's kind of like you're like, please rub off on me, please give me some of your,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. If I could have a little bit of that stardust. Yeah.
The key to being success is surrounding yourself with successful people. I always hear. So you just want to get around them, just rub it off on me. It's like a good luck charm, you know. So that's great. And so you've been doing a lot of traveling, right? I've heard you played Hard Rock here in Nashville. You were in Key West. This past year has just been an intense year. Talk about it a
Oh
little
my
bit.
gosh, yes. 2012 was just crazy in all ways, and this is, I'm in my freshman year of college, but my last year, my senior year of high school, I decided to go to college as well and get my first year out of the way. So I was taking 19 credit hours of high school. I was playing at the Hard Rock Cafe, and then I started singing at Tootsie's as well because I wanted to put myself in the hardest thing I could do to really push myself to become, the best performer I could. And so I put myself into that, and I was doing 5 days a week, 4-hour shifts, and doing college, and getting to go out and sing with, Charlie Daniels and Craig Morgan and Daryl Worley and all these people, and it was just one of the best years of my life, I have to say.
That's great. And you said playing like Tootsie's is putting yourself in those hard situations. I'm sure that gave you writing material.
Oh yeah, yes. A lot of things that I learned at Tootsie's do make for good writing. It's good life experiences were learned, just as well as performing. And when I first went to Tootsie's, I only knew 5 honky tonk songs, and I learned a lot at Tootsie's, and it was a grind, but I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, and speaking of material and writing, you just had a new song that you finished. It's Alligator Walking.
Yes, Alligator Walkin', and it's one of the newest songs I've written, and a lot of people in Nashville are talking about it, which is really exciting to me. And I just got to play it for 6 major publishers this weekend, and so I got a lot of really good feedback on it, and so I'm really excited to see where that takes me.
What was the inspiration of that?
The inspiration of that was I was singing a gig in Florida, and I was going to Georgia, and I've told this story many times, but I love this story because it was so cool. And I was on the Florida-Georgia line, and a 5-foot alligator. I looked at the road, and a 5-foot alligator started crossing the road. And I looked up in the sky, and there was this big moon doggy shining right down on the scales of the alligator. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was in the truck, and I was tired from the road and the performances and everything, but I had to sit down and write that song right then and there, and so I didn't sleep until I had it written, and then the next day I sang it to, my family, and they said it was awesome, and I started showing it to some people around Nashville, and they really liked it, so it's a little different. It's a little bit different, but it's still, I guess, relatable to everybody.
Now, is that available on iTunes or?
Not yet. It's not available on iTunes yet, but you can find it on my Facebook, my Reverb, my Twitter, any of those things.
And we'll be sure to plug that on the end of this episode too. So you've talked about you had a crazy 2012. Yeah, you were just released your song "Alligator Walk In," and so
Yeah.
that's out. And
Yes.
As an artist, what is your goal? What are your ambitions?
My ambitions, I have a lot of ambitions, but I guess my goal is just to live a long, happy, successful life and be able to tell my grandkids a really cool story of hard work and success. And, you know, if I get to sell out stadiums of millions of people and get to perform in front of them, I would love that. If I got to write, you know, 40 #1 hits that were recorded from top artists, I would love that. If I never did anything else after this interview right now, I would be happy knowing that I had a good run and that I made a lot of good friends and I had a good ride. So I guess that's just my goal.
That's great. That's a great goal. Well, we're so excited that Pearl Clarkin stopped by here at the Chris Berkman Experience. Be on the lookout for her. She's ranked CMT's top on-site artist at the time, so please check her out. We'll have more additional information at the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here
Thank
today.
you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Yeah, great. And fans, please be sure to like her Facebook page and keep a lookout for her because she is on the rise. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.